And then the last thing that we'll mention inshallah ta'ala is al-ishra. باب في عشرة النساء. Al-ishra is to live with one for a long period of time. So and al-ishra is always refers to the goodness that is present between the husband and the wife, bil ma'ruf, with matters of goodness. So they should not humiliate one another. They should not harm one another. وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Live with them with what is known to be good, not anything other than what is known to be good. وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. And also for them what is upon them with ma'ruf. She has rights and he has rights, and for them to live with each other with goodness. And the Prophet ﷺ, he said, خَيْرُكُمْ خَيْرُكُمْ لِأَهْلِ. The best among you are the best to his family, which is such a heavy responsibility to have the good manners with one's wife and so on. And at the same time, the Prophet ﷺ said, to show the rights of the husband, لو كنت أمرا أحدا أن يسجد لأحد لأمرت المرأة أن تسجد لزوجها لعظم حقه عليها. That if I would order anyone to make sujood for anyone, I would have ordered the women to make sujood for her husband because of the great rights that he has upon her. And sujood is haram, of course, shirk, but it's just in a statement to show that how great is the right of the husband upon the wife. And the hadith, إذا باتت المرأة هاجرة فراش زوجها لعنتها ملائكة حتى تصبح. If a woman spend the night deserting the bed of her husband, the angels would curse her till the morning. And so it goes both ways. The goodness from the husband and the obedience of the wife as it's mentioned. And from the mu'ashara bil ma'ruf is not to put her down by these types of things, but rather to advise her if she does something like this, so that of the goodness of him that she would stay away from these evil actions. He says, وَيَنْبَغِي لِلزَّوْجِ إِمْسَاكَ زَوْجَتِهِ حَتَّى مَعَ كَرَاهَتِهِ لَهُ. A man should keep his wife and not to divorce her, even if he doesn't like her. She's already his wife. So if he doesn't like her, should he divorce her? No, he should keep her and be patient. وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. And Abdullah ibn Abbas, he said, because the ayah says, فَإِنْ كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ فَعَسَى أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. If you hate them or you don't like them, maybe that you would hate something, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring a great goodness out of it. So Abdullah ibn Abbas, he said, رُبَّمَا رُزِقَ مِنْهَا وَلَدًا فَجَعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. Maybe that Allah will give him a son from her, that will be so much goodness in the son. And also the hadith, لا يفرق مؤمن مؤمنة. A believer should not hate the believing woman, meaning his wife. إن سخط منها خلقا رضي من آخر. If he hates some manners in her, he will be pleased with something else. So that means what? If he is not pleased with something, should he divorce her? No. He should look at what he's pleased with her and overlook what he's not pleased. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring something better as a result of this. But of course, without having the sin. And the khuluq here, like say for example, the wife has bad manners towards her husband. Right? If she has other good things, overlook, but at the same time, the qawama, that he's in charge of the household. And it's of course from as he says, وَلِلزَّوْجِ أَنْ يُسَافِرَ بِهَا سَفَرًا لَا مَعْصِيَةَ فِيهِ وَالْخَطَرِ. For the man to travel with his wife, but without a sin and without danger, because they used to travel, of course, and the woman always follows her husband as long as he is treating her with matters of goodness. But if he takes her to places where it's sinful, then she has the rights to refuse. And he talks about that of some people, they would take their wives into bad places and things like this, and especially after marriage and the honeymoon and all of these types of things. And he says, لإمضاء شهر العسل كما يسمونه وهو في الواقع شهر السم لأنه شهر محرم. He called it, instead of honeymoon, it's the honey is the month of poison instead of honey, if it's with sins, of course. If it's with sins and they commit sins and so on, taking off the hijab and doing all kinds of things, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from that. And of course, what's haram to have relations when she's in her menses, of course, and when it comes to cleanliness from both sides, is for them to be clean so that they don't smell a bad smell from one another, and to make the matters of tahara and the ghusl and the najasat, and to clean this and it's all the both responsibility, of course, and the husband is in charge of these matters, and he should, make it easy for matters to be clean and so on. And again, استوصوا بالنساء خيرا. فعلى المسلمين أن يتقوا الله في نسائهم. The Muslims should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with regards to their women, and to teach them and to be means of guidance. استوصوا بالنساء خيرا. And we'll stop here inshallah ta'ala. Just many مسائل are mentioned, but we'll stop here inshallah.